Every day. Yeah, it's very, very likely. Not so much at primary school, although I've seen it a little bit, particularly when they get to sort of the older years, maybe 5 and 6, saying that they need things that maybe they don't, or that their friends have got stuff that maybe they haven't. But definitely in secondary school. Yeah. Like we were saying, their friends have all got a particular make of shoes and they're the only ones that haven't, or all of their friends wear Topshop every day to school and why can't they? And their teachers have said they need all of this art equipment that they don't, and so it's very, very likely that there will be some white lies. So my advice would be check online. Most schools have a kind of criteria of what they need, so definitely check those so that you know for yourself exactly what's needed.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree. Though literally when she left year 6 at primary school, the summer was nerves, want to be back at primary school, want that safety net. To the minute she got on that bus, she came back a different kid. Very, well, everybody's got this and everybody's got that, and we did this and we did that, and suddenly it was kind of my own fault as well. I think you baby them as little, you give them the sandwiches, they do all of that, and then suddenly you say you've got to get on a bus now and go to school on your own. As much as I did follow the bus. I did as well, don't you? I actually got to the road, saw a girl on the bus, pulled the car back so that she didn't see, because I didn't want her to be embarrassed. And then when it pulled out, I sat behind it, and everybody was sort of sitting behind me saying, "We'll overtake the bus." It pulled over, and I'm like, off you go. I'm watching my daughter go to school, and I saw her go off, and that was it. She didn't notice me, she didn't look back, she just got off with her friends, and they were all excited and big faces, and went in, and she came out a different kid. And every day she comes home with a different. And it's that kind of bit where she needs to know I'm there, but it's less. It's nothing about, we don't have a conversation about what do you want in your sandwiches this week, what are you doing this week. She tells me. It's not that I'm prompted, she just tells me, but it's what she wants me to hear. It's usually, like you say, so-and-so's got this, or we've had a conversation of, Mum, we're all talking about how many acres we've got in the garden. How many acres have we got? And I went,
acorns.
We've got wood, so we conclude that, and it's this pressure of where they live, what they're, and what their parents do, and all that. So all that comes into school. School trips, skiing holidays. Oh, so and so's going on this one. They're going to Spain. They're going, and it's quite a bit of pressure. And for me, on my own with Izzy, I think I'm worrying about paying for her shoes, let alone trips to Spain, which we can't then go on as a family, as a couple, as her and I together, because I'm sending her on her own, and I'm missing out on that experience of seeing her in Spain.
Because
I'm paying for her to go, and I mean I've only got one. Obviously, with you, you've got one. You set a precedent. You do it for one, you've got to do it for everybody else. So
it's that Georgia came home a little while ago. She's like, "Oh my God, you're not going to believe what happened today." One of the girls, I think it was, wearing loads of makeup and was asked to take it all off. She's like, "That's so unfair." She felt so self-conscious. She had all her makeup taken off. I was like, "But George, you shouldn't have been wearing it anyway." She's like, "But that's terrible. Like, how must she have felt?" I was like, it's a different world.
Because if we came in here and they said, "Right, everybody's taking it," I would feel very uncomfortable about it. Everybody would be horrified. That's what they would ask me to. No, we'll have a wipe out here. But you would. And they're not that far off being treated like an adult. I think that they're sort of bored. It's very difficult for them to be, there is no real place for them to be. I think at this age.
Too little to be little, but they're not quite old enough to be adult.
Exactly. Which is why I always think with that kind of this age, is too grown up for clubs in the holidays, but not old enough to be independent. There's a market there. There's a market there. There's something like a play schemey kind of thing for teenagers. For older, whether it's YouTube videos, where there's people like John filming, talking, and they're building and they're doing things like that, and they're looking at fashion and they're doing things, but with their peer
coding
group.
and
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.